And we're here with the semi-finals. Sinan has been replaced with the younger, better Sinan, Mr. Thomas Campbell. And we have Cameron Kent against Erez Gelgor. It is on a known deck for this format, playing KCI basically the entire season. And unfortunately, they're not waiting for us. They're just getting started. It is on the play because of seeding, and leads with Ancient Stirrings, revealing Cropland Ironworks. Cameron on Jeskai control. In this matchup, I don't actually like Jeskai control's odds in the game one.
Oof. I think this game might be already over, because if Erez can cost 10-3 KCI and then sack his things into Scrap Controller, it might be game over. I think he might just have it all. Yeah, I think he has it all.
Just has it all, like that logic.
Yeah, he has the Troller also. He has the Darksteel to sack, so Cameron's gonna need.
It is.
There's no one mana counterspell that interacts here, is there?
No, Spell Snare is not good enough.
And he uses tap lands. Okay, so I think it's game over on turn 3.
He's fetching tap land. Wait, why is he fetching tap land? Has Erez passed the turn? I don't think.
Erez would not have passed the turn. I don't know what this could be. What?
Erez has passed the turn. So that is a good example, ladies and gentlemen, of being a marshmallow.
There is actually absolutely no reason to not cast the KCI there. Because Logic Knot you can still pay for. Yeah.
So that may have just been an oversight on Erez's
So
part.
now he's going to get Logic Knotted, and it's going to hurt.
It's going to be Logic Knot for
3.
2.
Yeah. No, because he gets another land.
Oh.
So for 3. But he can just sack stuff in response. No, he's casting the KCI. Oh, okay. This is a good old blowout.
And ladies and gentlemen, that is how you proceed to lose your advantage.
Yeah. By trying to play around something that's not there.
Also, even if he was playing around something, he had to realize that at that point, you're playing around a card that even if he does not work.
Yeah. So, questionable by Erez. And
unfortunately for Cameron though, there's not a lot of ways he can actually capitalize on this. I don't see another counterspell in hand. I saw a search for a Scanter, which he has just not been playing.
He has 2 searches as well?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, he has to play the searcher now. And basically pray that Erez doesn't go off.
The thing is, all Erez has to do is pass the turn, get the KCI on the end step with the Inventor's Fair, and then try and do it again. I mean, I don't think he wants to crack. He'll just play all of his eggs.
I think he's just gonna pass here.
Okay.
We actually have to keep track of this somewhat. That's my bad. He has gained at least 4 life. Or possibly 3. I think it was 3.
Yeah.
And Cameron has fetched 3 times, not shot a single one.
Nope.
No, he didn't shot.
Yeah. So Cameron draws a Serum Vision, so he's trying to find a counterspell.
He's trying to find a counterspell. Yeah. Any counterspell, just any way to stay alive this game on. If he manages to resolve, say, at the Teferi.
So do you think Erez is going to go for the find KCI on the end step?
He probably should. Another play he could make, although he doesn't quite have the mana for it, is he could find Spine of Ith.
Oh, Isha, yeah. That's pretty gross.
It's pretty.
What about going for something like a Mirror Retrieve or something?
Retrieve is not bad, but if you're gonna fetch it anyway,
whatever you're gonna get is gonna get counted. If it's gonna get counted. So if Cameron taps out on his turn, I think this might just be game over then. So Erez just has to see the line of going for it. I don't know if he has the loop, but I'm pretty sure he has enough 2s and 1s to draw enough cards and.
He doesn't quite have the loop just yet.
He has the Troller in hand, so he just needs to find one more Troller or a Mirror Retriever here.
But you'll get there.
Jace Fatal, that's also pretty interesting.
That's bad, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't think
his opponent gets to shuffle his library as well.
Yeah, and like you just draw enough cards where like the top one, it doesn't really matter what's there. You'll just find other cards. So
for those wondering, we are switching to hand cam because there's too much glare on the
step
down.
So we're gonna see the Inventor's Fair, find the KCI, and then I believe we're gonna see a GG on Erez's turn.
Yeah, I don't see how he
What's the fizzle rate now? Not much, I don't think, right?
Probably less than 10%, if any.
Yeah. And he already has a KCI in the graveyard, so...
The reason why I'd say less than 10 is because he has multiple stars. Yeah. So that's relevant because those just straight up draw you a card when they hit the graveyard. Yeah, we're going to see Crocodile Ironworks, the KCI. Namesake, sacking Mox because he wants to get Mox in the yard before he plays the Trawler.
The other interesting thing is that Erez has 2 Moxes, so he's going to be able to get a lot more mana a lot quicker because each Mox represents
extra mana.
Yeah. So if he gets a Trawler, he's going to be able to make 6 mana with both of the Moxes.
So the way that it is misses here is he's top like 6 cards or lands.
I think he can get through even those. So yeah, he's going to
sacks Mox. Goes up to...
Gonna make 4 colorless mana, I think.
Well,
it was the first one.
No, he's used 2 of the colorless and 1 color from Mox to cast the Scrap Trawler. So he's now 2 colorless and 1 green.
He's gonna sack a star.
Draws a card, gets 2 colorless, brings back Mox to his hand.
Yeah. And just puts in play. Might as well. Oh, Terrarium. Okay. He has more than enough 1 mana rocks to just cycle through the Mox Opals over and over again. And then the Mind Stone lets him cycle through the mana rocks again.
Do you scoop here, Thomas? If you're on Camden seat?
I only scoop once I see the Scrap Trawler or the Mirror Retriever.
Always make them have it. Maybe they registered an incorrect deck list.
Yeah. But I think once you see that, he should scoop. Well, it's the top 8, so it's not timed round, so he doesn't really worry after about time.
But at the same time, he doesn't have access to his opponent's deck list.
Yeah. I don't... Oh, Spine of Ysa, so I believe he should have enough mana to just blow up all the permanents over and over again. Because Spine makes it so they can demonstrate the loop again.
Basically, Spine of Ysa costs 5 mana with KCI there.
Yeah.
And he produces 3 mana from a Mox, and it costs 0.
Yeah, and also comes back to your hand as soon as it goes to the graveyard. So
2 mana from a star, which translates to 1 mana from the star.
Yeah. So every time you get to demonstrate the loop, as long as the loop makes 7 mana, you can cast the Spine of Ysa over and over again. Because it just comes back to your hand. So I believe this may be the loop. Okay, so he's demonstrating...
He's going
to demonstrate that he has a 2, a 1, and a 0, and that makes 3 7 mana every time, because he gets to tap the Mox Opal. So he's going to say, I'm going to destroy all of your permanents, and...
Every single turn he's going to continue destroying his opponent's permanents.
So he's going to explain this to him, and we see the concession.
May as well not have even like changed any life totals for that game, to be honest with you.
Well, that was disgusting.
Very good.
And at the moment, I believe Erez is on 5 wins and a draw. Cameron is on 4 wins, a loss, and a draw. The loss being to me. Yay, round 1. Tron vs Jeskai.
So, what's happening in the sideboards? Wait, are they still going? Oh my gosh.
Why are we playing?
What's going on?
Okay, so I apologize for resetting.
Okay.
But
but he has the Retriever Scrap Trawler, so it's the loop, right?
I think Cameron just wants to see how it is actually kills him.
Okay, sure. I believe this version is just the Pirate Spellbomb?
I think it's Ballista.
No, I don't think it's Ballista anymore.
Okay, there is a Pirate Spellbomb.
I don't think there's a Ballista.
Yeah, it's just
it's just the Spellbomb. So I don't know why Cameron's still playing it, because
I think he just wants to see which win.
But I think Erez doesn't even have to show him how he wins, because he can just destroy all his permanents and attack for 3 every turn and still win the game.
It's a good point, actually.
So
there's a creature.
Erez should just explain to it, you will have no permanents, and I will kill all of your permanents and attack you for 3. At the moment, he's pretty much just playing turns. Like, all he has to do is attack you with a creature over and over and over again. So, okay, so he's explaining another loop here, I believe.
And Cameron's the guy trying to find the loophole.
Yeah, so I believe he can make infinite colored and colorless mana.
Yes.
So he's just gonna demonstrate the loop. Oh yeah, he just drew already
and he just draws basically his entire deck.
Yeah.
Yeah, like at this point he can literally draw his entire deck, make infinite mana, and then deal infinite damage.
Yeah, so basically every time he does the loop, instead of returning something else, he'll return a Pirate Spellbomb, deal you to the 2 damage, bring it back, do it over and over again, and ping you till you die. I don't know if Erez is supposed to... I don't know how familiar Cameron is with KCI, so I don't know if Erez should just explain the combo, if there's an alternate way of winning the game. Just attack over and over again.
Each time.
Just attack for 4 turns, and it's a 4-turn clock, and what's Cameron going to do? Like, path to exile him?
Basically, Erez had to play this game as if he was playing old Amulet Titan, where you add Mindslaver.
Yeah.
Just like take their turn.
So the other thing is, because of KCI, even if you path to exile one of the things, they can just sack it, sack Spine of Ishtar, bring it back or something like that. So I think, okay, he's going to explain Spellbomb. I'm going to loop this instead of something else. I'm going to shoot you 1,000 times. Yeah. So he's going to explain, because I have this much red mana, I can just loop this over and over and over again by replacing one of the other ones. So now he's going to say, I'm going to loop these ones. Play it. So we're just waiting on Erez to explain what's going on to Cameron.
Wouldn't it be great if your opponent then decides to say, I don't know how to combo?
Yeah. It was just the best deck once, so I had to play it. There was one guy, Ben Stark, he went to a tournament without playing the event once just because it was the best deck, and literally learned how to play it throughout the day, and I think he still top 8'd the event.
What deck was that?
It was KCI.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah. He just like picked it up from like Madness. He was like, Madness, tell me how this deck works. Okay, this is how it works. Okay, I'll do this every game. I believe he was also the first person to do the Yavimaya Coast and Sai in the sideboard plan.
So, I approve of Sai.
Yeah,
Sai's a very good
don't know if Erez is on that.
He has Sais.
Does he have Sais? Does he have Yavimaya Coast?
I don't know if it's Yavimaya Coast, but he definitely has Sai in the sideboard.
He
does not have Yavimaya Coast. So I saw him play earlier against Jay Samner.
Yeah.
Jay was playing Jant, and it was just like, okay, cool, don't care about your ley line.
Yeah, just Spine of Ishtar or Engineered Explosives for 4 or something ridiculous. Okay, still explaining this loop. Isn't it just a 4-card loop where you...
Yes, I'm pretty sure it's 4 cards.
I'm pretty sure he already has it. Oh, can you do it for 3? He's going to say, pay it, shoot you. Because shouldn't it be 4-3-2-1, and then you get the Mox Opal every time you bring back the Pirate's Spellbomb to pay for the red mana?
He needs to make red, but...
Okay, so now we're going to see the concession. Okay. Cameron is much stronger than I am. I would have conceded with 0 permanents. At least it was the perfect game, like 0 permanents.
And lethal.
Yeah, and lethals in many ways. So, from these players, what are we expecting to see from their sideboards?
Well, we'll first see if the sideboards are loading. On Camden's side, unfortunately the deck lists have not changed.
No, the deck lists there.
Well, the deck lists are on the wrong side. We'll switch that around later. At the moment, please look at Erez's side of the field. That's what Cameron will be siding in. For Cameron, I would definitely side in Engineered Explosives. I would likely side in Negate, and almost certainly Stony Silence. Surgical Extraction is also a good card in this match.
Surgical Extraction is great because you can sometimes catch them and you don't have, like, you have paths, lightning bolts and lightning helixes which don't do much in the matchup. So I think Cameron has a lot of sideboarding. He has Negate, Stony Silence, Surgicals, Click, Huerta, right?
Yes.
And then for Cameron against... No, for Erez against Cameron, he's going to bring in Nature's Claim as some protection against both Stony Silence and... No rest in peace for Cameron? Oh, because he's on Surgical Extraction. Okay. So we're going to see the Nature's Claims, I think, right?
Yeah,
so,
likely also see Sai in this match, I'd assume. Swan Song is a bit awkward because even though you're expecting your opponent to side in something kind of like spells. Maybe Relico, etc., you're playing against Jeskai, so a lot of the time you can also assume they don't have Rest in Peace, which means your Swan Song is probably less likely to be useful.
But as a mainboard counterspell, just in general, do you think that's still good?
It's still fine, I think. Like, because the threats you care about are like the Fairy.
The issue is that he's still combo deck, so he still needs some number of the things in his deck. So I think he's going to sideboard.
I could see siding in Defense Grid as well.
Yeah, I can see that. Do you need to do this? Do you side out Spellbomb in any matchups?
I don't think so.
You still want the infinite, but like if you just have sign play,
I think you side it out in matches where they have Leyline specifically.
Okay. So
even if you have
I think we're going to see very light sideboarding, so we're going to see what... Defense Grid's a definite, right?
Yes. I think Defense Grid, Nature's Claim, and possibly Sai, but maybe not the full.
What would he take out in this matchup? Because his deck is very tuned. There isn't much to take out here. So maybe, like, you want to take out KCIs.
So you can sometimes take out some number of Mind Stones, because they are just blocks.
Yeah. But I think if you're going to take out anything in this matchup, it would probably be the... not the... Because the Star's the one that, when it goes to the graveyard, you draw a card. Does not play any spheres. Where are the spheres?
He's apparently not playing any spheres. He's playing Terrarion instead, I believe.
No, he was playing spheres, wasn't it? The old border card. We'll have to get that checked out. But I think if he has spheres in his deck, he sideboards those out.
He is apparently missing 5 cards from that deck list. So we should probably get that checked out.
Yeah, I think it's just the 4 spheres.
That's 4 spheres and something else. Oh no, it's not. No, yes, it is. He's missing 36 plus 19, which is 55. He's missing 5 cards from his deck list.
So his deck list is all correct. It was just the formatting of the version we had was incorrect. So I believe we will be able to carry on.
And we will switch.
Okay, yeah. So we've already started. Each player's just played a couple lands and a couple baubles. So I think Erez would have cut some number of the spheres in this matchup.
Yes, because the spheres just are dead cards if he ever gets a Stony Silence down.
The spheres are significantly worse than the stars, as they don't have the claws when they go to the graveyard, draw a card.
Yeah, you only get to draw a card once you sack the sphere.
Yeah.
It is useful on occasion to have a sphere instead of star. Some of the time when they're putting Needle, you as example, if they name sphere, you still draw a card. Because mana ability. Also, if you're playing against Lantern Control, and you're playing Tron, and your opponent is milling you out, and you have sphere on the field, they cannot interact with you drawing a card. It's a mana ability. It does not go on the stack.
So we're going to see Cameron play a Vendilion Click on Erez, maybe trying to strip him of the combo. So I think Cameron can interact more with the side than he can KCI. So I think he's going to go with the KCI. Okay, Sai. So this tells me... What does this tell us? That he
has no removal in hand.
So he has no removal, so he's only on counter spells. Do we know if Erez can cast the KCI next turn? I don't know what the two baubles are. They are... Okay, so it's a Mox Opal and a Chromatic Sphere. So we're going to see a KCI here, I believe?
Yep, and his opponent is tapped out.
So we're going to see a KCI, and then we're going to see...
It's also possible that Cameron actually has a Wete as one of the cards.
Oh, so we see he has a Surgical Extraction. Okay, so I believe this is going to catch the sphere when it... No, it's not going to come back. So he's just going to draw some cards.
Relic is actually a very good card against Surgical Extraction.
Yeah. So I think we're going to... Okay, so he's going to cast Ancient Stirrings and make a Wellspring. It seems like Erez is just going to spin his wheels and deploy the most amount of...
Plays the Wellspring, draws a card.
So I think if Erez goes to sack the Wellspring and target the star...
Well, he doesn't have a...
Oh, okay, so Cameron has double Surgical Extraction here. So it's not just the one. So I believe this is going to stop the loop. No, you can still loop back the Mox Opal.
Well, there is no loop at the moment. There's no Scrap Trawler on the field.
Oh, sure.
So I don't actually think Cameron needs to really react to this.
So Erez just has a bunch of mana floating.
He has exiled the star.
Okay, so he exiled the star, which means that what's Erez's player? He's gonna...
Is that a Scrap Trawler in hand?
No, that's an Engineered Explosives in the terrain. I think he's just gonna prioritize casting the second KCI here. I don't know how much the Engineered Explosives is going to do in this matchup if he already has the Nature's Claim, but he might want it as Assurance.
I'm actually surprised he left Explosives in, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's a little bit weird to me. Maybe he just wants a tutorial way of being able to destroy Stony Silence.
Possibly Damping Sphere. Damping Sphere is a card that Jeskai can play.
I don't know why he would keep Stony Silence in. I mean, the Engineered Explosives. Because it doesn't do anything against Stony Silence. Who knows? So, are we going to see him play the KCI?
He may have also just tilted because of, we had to force him to get decked.
Yeah.
Or deck checked.
So, is he gonna... Yeah, he's already played his land for this turn. He's gonna play this Explosive, sack it, and play the KCI.
Yeah, I suppose it's another 0 mana artifact. Yes, he does still have 2 mana floating because of the Eco Wellspring.
Yeah. The only issue of playing the Engineered Explosives for another KCI is the threat of Stony Silence. And he won't be able to make... Oh no, he can still make mana, right?
Yeah,
because he can...
No, Stony Silence just stops all activated artifacts.
But he still has Growth of the Bone Willows, and in response he can just float mana if he really cares about doing it on his opponent's
turn. Not even that, he has a Nature's Claim in hand.
Yeah, but he doesn't have a way of casting it right now.
Yeah.
Sure. He can float the mana by sacking something. Whoa.
That was a Field of Ruin.
Oh, Field of Ruin. Okay, on the Inventor's Fair, I see. So that was during Cameron's turn?
Yes, his main
phase. Attacking.
It appears to be a sorcery speed control game, this game. As weird as that is. I believe Cameron has only attacked once.
Yeah. But Erez also has activated the Growth of the Bone.
Erez has gained 1 life with the Inventor's Fair, so I think Erez is on 18.
Okay. So this seems good for Erez, as Cameron's completely tapped out, and if Erez draws something as simple as a Scrap Trawler with a combination of what he's got in his hands, he'll be able to make enough.
Well, the thing is, Cameron's not completely tapped out. He still has Island and Steel
Oh,
Hands.
okay. And he has Logic not up, as well as Surgical Extraction. Okay, so he's not tapped out. Oh, but Swan Song. Okay, that changes things. So, but he doesn't have anything to perform.
He does, he has, well, he has Spy of Industry, so he can tap the blue if need be.
So I think he's gonna sack Engineered... I don't know. Maybe he sacks Engineered Explosives to cost Spinovish Saw? No. Okay, it's just passing it back. Okay, so Cameron attacks for 3 again.
So it is going down to 15.
Erez picks up another Swan Song for the turn, so he's very covered against counter spells. He just needs some way of performing the loop. Gonna sack the sphere to draw a card, and he's gonna...
The sphere is going to get surgical. I don't even think it's that bad.
Yeah, I guess you just have more of those in your deck, and in your graveyard. I think he's gonna go for the Swan Song anyway, just because it can make it a lot awkwarder to combo off. And then I believe Cameron's gonna try and Logic Knot this, and then Erez is gonna let that one resolve, and then counter the what's it called again.
Yeah, so well, has Erez drawn his card?
No, that's all in response.
But it's not going on the stack. It's a Chromatic Sphere. The draw does not go on the stack.
Okay.
So I think that's what's just being rectified here.
So Erez should, yeah, right.
It is
so
needs to draw his card first,
right
so you might not need to Swan Song here. They just rolled them back. So Surgical is on the stack. He draws a card.
Okay. They're just going back.
Wait, you haven't drawn your card yet.
But okay, so I believe he has to counter it anyway. Can you respond to is it a mana ability? Because you can still respond to like the activated ability, can't you?
No. Well, once he sacks it, it straight up draws him a card and gives him mana. It's part of the same text.
Okay.
It's not where Star Deeds, when it hits the graveyard, you draw a card.
Okay. So the Swan Song resolves, and Cameron's gonna get a Swan. And then from Erez's side, what is he gonna do?
He's just gonna play a land and pass the turn.
Yeah, I don't know. But he still has mana floating, so he's just gonna cast the KCI.
Oh, that's fair.
But he doesn't have access to a counterspell yet? I guess he doesn't mind if it gets countered. No, he's just passing it. Yeah, okay. So neither player in a rush to do much yet.
Unfortunately, that probably favors Cameron more than Erez.
Yeah, and Erez being at 15 means that he's on a 3-turn clock with the Vendilion Click and the Swan token. Although Erez can always Nature's Claim one of his own artifacts.
Last resort tactics.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to do it against burn. Make sure you don't die. And I think Gavin is actually still in contention for the win here. He is playing against Peter, blue-white, or blue-dead burn, sorry, against Grixis Death Shadow.
So we're seeing another Swan Song, or is it the same Swan Song? The same Swan Song. Okay. So Cameron's gonna attack here for 5. Erez is gonna take it, go down to 10. And then I think he's just gonna pass the turn. And it seems like Cameron's in a favorable position as he has both Snapcaster and Logic Knot here. I think he's going for Snapcaster Surgical Extraction.
Likely the Swan Song, yeah. Possibly the Star again.
Yeah, I think he wants to just get all the eggs out of Erez's deck, but I think Erez is just going to counter this again. with the Swan Song.
You can't keep giving him infinite birds, though.
That is true. And I don't believe Erez has access to any, what's the card called?
Well, he clearly left in engineered explosives.
Yeah. So I guess this can still blow up all the tokens, so he's still safe. So you can afford to give him as many tokens as he wants.
Yeah. That explosives on Zito turning to be useful.
Yeah.
In the face of your own Swan Songs.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty synergistic, I suppose. So I think he's going to go for the Swan Song. Whoa.
He scoops it up.
Concession? That's odd, isn't it?
He just doesn't want Cameron to have a look at what he sided in, most likely.
But you can Swan Song the Surgical, right?
Yes.
And then if you Logic Nuts it, did he have access to the second Swan
He did
Song?
have access to the second Swan Song, yet.
Did he have the mana, though? He had Spy of Industry and...
I think he only had Spire.
Yeah. I think you go for the first Swan Song, and then if he counters it, then you're like, okay, maybe I'll scoop it up now.
Yeah.
I think that might have been a bit hasty.
Still interesting to see that he left explosives in.
Maybe Erez also forgot he could crack the...
Explosives for
crack the
what's on
explosives.
Zito. The birds are Zito CMC.
Yeah. So, strange play from Erez. I don't think there's too many differences between playing the draw. Maybe maybe Cameron wants to be a little bit more aggressive and keep some number of bolts in his deck.
That's likely. Also, I see him siding out to Fady.
Yeah, that seems, yeah. So we're going to see him take out an expensive card, put in a bolt, try and be a little lower to the ground, try and take the game to Erez. Erez just shuffling up. His deck's perfect, doesn't need to change anything.
So had it is not lost his side in that match, how do you think it would have played out if it would play out any differently?
If he just KCI?
Yes.
I think he would have just won if Cameron didn't have an answer to all the tokens, because you can just play a bunch of tokens and attack with them, whereas if he can't answer the side, he's just dead. So if you resolve the KC, because in Erez's game, all he did was play a bunch of eggs, which is really good with Sai. So if Sai was there, it would have just been game over.
Also, 1-1 top the blocks Vendelian kick pretty well.
Oh yeah. And now we're seeing the rare, how many card shuffle is that? The 11 card shuffle. Have you seen that before?
No, not once. I actually can't recall someone doing an 11 card.
Yeah, that's an 11 card shuffle. I mean, in my opinion, the only numbers you can do is like 7. I don't know.
7 and 5 if you want to cheat.
Yeah, okay. So the thing is, with all the other combinations, you can kind of stack your deck because they're all division of 60,
yes,
right?
they're all 60 divides equally into
yeah. So you can always use that to your advantage. So the only one that actually mixes up the cards in your deck, even a little bit, even though it's proved not to really do anything, is the 7. And I guess 11, that works, I suppose, kinda, not really. I mean 9, 6, but 7, 9, 11.
Well, 9, you can't get... No.
No, okay. The 11 card shuffle. Maybe we see
You can do 9. You get to 54 and then it's like 6 extra cards.
So...
What happens if you deliberately play more than 60 cards in order to make your 11 card shuffle work better?
Whoa. So the players are drawing, and Cameron's hand looks...
There is a Dispel. That is not a card
awful.
I would expect.
Yeah, he's mulliganing this. It looked like he had Path, Dispel, and some lands. And it seems like...
I'm actually surprised he sided Dispel in at all.
We see... I think Erez is also deciding whether or not to mulligan, because he only has 1 land, and he has... I think he has 1 or 2 rocks. So if he goes land, star, Mox Opal, then he can play another...
I think he's keeping...
Yeah. I guess if he... Yeah.
If Cameron has decided to
mull, yeah,
then it can't exactly mull afterwards because he is supposed to decide first.
Yeah. So Erez happy with this. Ooh, Cameron's hand looks almost identical to the previous one, but he's going to keep it anyway. He's got, what's it, 4 lands Dispel blue card. Oh, he drew a Teferi. Okay, so he's got Dispel and Negate Teferi. Okay, that may be good enough. So Erez does not have the mana and did not draw a rock. So maybe that was a greedy keep. And Cameron is going to be able to hold up Negate for the rest of the game. Okay, so Erez is going to go for the defense grid. The defense grid is going to get negated. And then this also kind of slows Erez down as he doesn't have another artifact for his Mox Opal. And I believe the cards in his hand are two Trawlers, a Sai, and a KCI. So his hand has been locked out by Cameron countering the spell, as he does not have access to 3 mana, and all of the cards in his hand cost more than that. So
well, if Erez, he does stop, they can untap.
Yeah, or not an artifact for like 1 mana-ish.
Exactly, Engineered Explosives.
Yeah,
again.
Engineered Explosives. Oh, I think this game might just be over as Cameron just drew KCI.
Well, Sai is a card that can actually beat Stony Silence.
Yeah, and he probably still has Nature's Claim in. So
and that's unfortunate.
We're going to see that. Yeah.
It is a turn too late.
I believe if Cameron gets to Teferi, this game might just be over. So, okay, so Erez can cast the sign. What?
Interesting choice of cards there.
He does have a sign in his hand, doesn't he?
I'm not 100% sure anymore.
I believe he did. Yeah, he does.
Yes, he has a sign.
He has a sign. And
interesting thing, if you track your stars with Sai, you draw 3 cards.
Yep, that's a thing.
Each time the star goes, you draw a card, and you
sack both of them. Okay, sure, I see.
So sack both stars. Stony Silence doesn't matter.
The other awkward thing here is that.
Oh, and this is unfortunate because now
Cameron also has the possibility of Supreme Verdict as a way to get rid of all the Thopters, and he has a Logic Knot to get rid of all the things that Dispel can't. So I think as soon as Cameron is able to get a clock here, he will be able to win this game.
Fady is going down to 2.
That does put it dead next turn if Cameron doesn't have a removal spell. But I guess he can activate the Colonnade
to block.
Yeah. I mean, when you're desperate, you're desperate.
He also needs to find a land for that.
Okay, he has the bolt, but I don't know if he can draw it. I mean, he can snap.
No, he can draw it. He can plus it to Fady.
Okay, yeah. He has not activated it yet. But I think Cameron just has everything here. I don't think there's much that can go wrong here. I think he might snapcast the Serum Visions. But I think he might not.
I think that's really greedy. That is extremely greedy.
I think he may have realized that he maybe already activated the Teferi.
That is a possibility. Do you actually? That's a second Dispel.
I think that might be overkill. Yeah, I don't think he should have snapcasted the Serum Visions here if he hadn't activated Teferi already. I think Cameron's going for the F6 value. Cast all the spells in his turn, just pass the turn. So he has access to Bolt, Dispel, and Logic Knot here, so he's got most things covered up here. And Erez cannot seem to draw a Nature's Claim here. So Cameron seems to...
I think this also comes down to the fact that Erez did not lead on Sai and instead opted to lead on Scrap Troller. Yes, Sai pressures Teferi a bit less than...
The issue is that Cameron has everything and he still has the Supreme Verdict, so even if Sai gets out of hand, he'll still be able to bust it up. But I suppose the secondary ability on Sai to maybe draw some cards, draw out of the Stony Silence lock is appealing.
I mean, 2 mana draw 3 cards seems fine.
Yeah, it's not bad. I think Erez is going to try and go for it and be Logic Knotted here. Oh, no, he's passing the turn. So I think he's trying to activate the Inventor Sphere, but I have no idea what he would search for. So he's going to draw... Oh wow, wait, okay, I think Cameron's pretty safe here. The thing is, you can't go with the Bolt the Scrap Trawler because he gets back the defense grid.
Yeah.
And then that means he can potentially come back into this game.
Well, the thing is, Cameron just drew away and tear.
So he can answer the defense grid still. Yeah. It would take some serious misplays for Cameron to lose here, I reckon. He has too many counter spells, too much interaction. He has, what, 2 dispels?
Yeah, it's 2 dispels for the Nature's Claim that Erez needs to still draw.
Yeah, and the Logic Knot and everything for it. So I think Erez is in the tank as what to cast here as.
He is deciding not to even crack the Inventor Sphere.
Ooh, Torpor Orb. That does nothing right now. Oh, but he needs an artifact that can cast to actually get some value off of side. So I believe this is going to get Logic Knotted for the full value, so he needs to do it for 3 mana, so 4. So Delve, so Logic Knot where X is 4. Oh no, you can't activate the abilities of the what's it called, marks, right?
No.
So it's only 4, 2. So you just exile this graveyard. He's still choosing to do it for 2. And oh, I think no. Yeah, okay, he's doing it for 3. So Erez is gonna play Torpor Orb. It's not gonna do anything for the rest of this game, I don't think. Because Cameron only has Snapcasters that care about this?
Snap and Click.
Snap and Click, but didn't you resolve? No, that was the previous game. So I think
it is game over for it. Is
it time to just go Celestial Colonnade, Beaten Air, have like everything up?
He still gets to untap lands at 3, so it might be worth it.
Because he has access to what, like 4 mana?
He'll have access to 3 mana after that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's just realized the line. Yeah, he'll have 4 mana left.
Oh, 4
because the Colonnade has Vigilance. Yeah, so it's going to be a couple short turns of attacking with the Colonnade, and then oh, maybe not, maybe what? Oh yeah, they are tapped. Okay.
And Erez is going down to 6 life.
So that's
not a very good situation for him.
I don't know if there's any outs for Erez here. And Cameron still has a lightning bolt in his hand, so it's going to be Insert Bullet, attack you with Colonnade, and then game over. Going for the bolt and Scrap Troll at the Insect. Erez returns to the defense grid. So is this maybe not lethal? Oh, have we been... Maybe the life from the Inventor Sphere has put Erez not dead to the bolt and the Celestial Colonnade.
So he's likely on 9.
We're going to see a...
Well, the Logic Knot is going to counter the 0 mana...
No, that's the defense grid.
I mean, oh sorry, the defense grid.
But
right.
The defense grid resolves. But I don't know.
But
even
Cameron
then
could have forced him to pay more than that.
But I don't think it was enough. I don't know. I think he can just get it done. Okay, so he has the shatter for the defense grid anyway. So we're gonna see just the attack. Yeah. I think we could have seen this a couple turns ago. The bolt on the scrap trawler and then the shat on the defense grid, which he returns. So, yep, Erez is just drawing 4-mana do-nothings.
It's a 4-mana artifact that does nothing.
Yeah. About the worst card you can have in all of Magic. Snapcaster, bolt you again. Oh, he has nothing in the graveyard he wants to cast. Wake up the Colonnade. Nope. Erez is still on more than... He's on more than 8. We're going to see... What are we going to see here? Tap, untap. End step, click. Click you. Oh, click doesn't do anything. That is awkward.
Snap also didn't do anything.
Yeah, but snap... Can't you respond... Nope. I mean, if he just shattered the Torpor...
Yeah, and then, snap shattered the...
Yeah, he still has so much mana open, he could have countered everything from here on out anyway. We're going to see Trawler, which doesn't do anything again. And...
If only the Stony Silence was not there. Why are they playing sideboarded Artifact Hate?
I believe Cameron's just going to win on this turn, no matter whatever.
He's attacking for lethal.
A bunch. If he goes for it, then I assume that he knows he has lethal. And Cameron doesn't seem rushing to it, so I assume it's not lethal. Maybe he's playing a little conservatively. Okay, so we're going to see the tuck and then the attack with everything, I see. Okay, that makes a lot of sense, yeah. We're going to see Wake Up the Colonnade and attack for the win. Yep, so... Nope.
Still
not dead. So I assume... How much life is Erez on then? If the Colonnade is still not lethal? What are you scared of there? As Cameron.
Well, I have no idea actually.
Seems a little odd. Okay, so we see the Nature's Claim and Erez concedes.
Yeah, the Nature's Claim was just a couple of turns too late.
And that will be the conclusion of the semi-finals match. Cameron is going on to the finals here. I don't believe we know his opponent as of yet. So...
it may be Gavin. I think the burn deck is a bit more favored against Death Shadow.
I believe it's normally a 50-50 as if the Death Shadow deck can play a Death Shadow and it gets big enough from Gavin playing all the burn spells, he may be able to take the game. So, see you guys for the finals.